Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps claimed that the Navy struck an American oil tanker with a missile in the northern Persian Gulf, sparking a fire in the vessel. According to IRGC-linked Tasnim news agency, the Iranian military had warned that Tehran would have control over the passage through the Strait of Hormuz during the war. According to the Iranian media report, the IRGC warned that American, Israeli, European and allied commercial or military vessels will not be allowed to transit the waterway and will be targeted if detected. The IRGC added that it will monitor and target any ship attempting to cross the Strait of Hormuz illegally, Al Mayadeen reported. Iran has effectively closed the crucial Strait of Hormuz since the outbreak of war with the United States and Israel. On Tuesday, US President Donald Trump had said that Washington, D.C. would offer risk insurance to shippers and may deploy its navy to protect the vessels if needed. But the disruptions are cascading beyond the region. About 13 million barrels of oil per day moved through the corridor in 2025, according to energy consultancy Kepler. A US submarine sank an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean as Washington and Israel intensified their bombardment Wednesday of Iran's security forces and other symbols of power. The Iranian vessel sunk in the Indian Ocean was the Islamic Republic's prize ship, US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said. It was one of the few instances of a submarine sinking a ship since World War II.
About 80 bodies have been recovered so far from the Iranian naval ship Dana, which sank off the coast of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs has confirmed. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has confirmed the strike was done by the United States Navy during an unscheduled briefing at the Pentagon on Wednesday, making no effort to soften the language. An American submarine sank an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters, he said.
The Iranian Air Force is no more, built for 1996, destroyed in 2026. The Iranian Navy rests at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. Combat ineffective, decimated, destroyed, defeated, pick your adjective. In fact, last night, we sunk their prize ship, the Soleimani. Looks like POTUS got him twice. Their Navy, not a factor. Pick your adjective, it is no more. In fact, yesterday, in the Indian Ocean, and we'll play it on the screen there, an American submarine sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo. Quiet death. The first sinking of an enemy ship by a torpedo since World War II.
United States Navy's destroyer USS Pinckney, DDG-91, was supposed to participate alongside the Iranian vessel in India's International Fleet Review in February 2026, which was sunk in the strike by U.S. submarine. But the American vessel withdrew in anticipation of the U.S. war against Iran. The Iranian vessel Dana was heading back to Iran after departing from India's eastern Vizag port, which held the International Fleet Review. It is believed at least 180 people were on board the vessel. Sri Lankan military forces have rescued at least 30 people from a sinking Iranian ship near Sri Lankan waters. The rescue operation took place on Wednesday morning after the vessel issued a distress call. According to Sri Lanka's Foreign Minister Vijitha Herath, the Navy responded swiftly, dispatching a rescue mission after receiving the emergency signal from the Iranian ship. Speaking in Parliament, Herath confirmed the rescue but did not provide further operational details. He said Sri Lanka would take what he described as appropriate action in response to the incident. Earlier, a Defense Ministry spokesperson said the Sri Lankan Navy had mobilized immediately after being alerted to the ship's distress call. Local media reports say the vessel encountered trouble off the coast of Gale in the southern part of the country. Some of the injured survivors have reportedly been admitted to a hospital in Gale for treatment. Meanwhile, sources told Reuters that at least 101 people are missing following what was described as a submarine attack on the Iranian ship off Sri Lanka. Details surrounding the reported attack remain limited, and there has been no official confirmation regarding the identity of the submarine involved. What is confirmed is that the vessel began sinking near Sri Lankan waters, prompting the emergency rescue effort. The Sri Lankan Navy's rapid response managed to bring at least 30 people to safety. The condition of those rescued has not been fully disclosed, though local reports indicate that injured individuals are receiving medical care. Foreign Minister Herath reiterated that Sri Lanka would take appropriate action, but did not elaborate on what steps may follow. The incident has raised serious questions about maritime security in the region, particularly as tensions remain high across key shipping routes. For now, rescue operations and assessments appear to be ongoing as authorities work to determine the full scale of the situation. At least 101 people remain unaccounted for, according to sources cited by Reuters. This is a developing story, and further updates are expected as more information becomes available.
The cost of United States war on Iran is staggering. According to estimates compiled by Anadolu Agency, the U.S. military has lost nearly $2 billion worth of military equipment as the war with Iran entered Day 5 on March 4th. Reports suggest that hardware ranging from high-end early warning radars worth over $1 billion to fighter jets, satellite terminals, and critical communication systems, which once formed the backbone of U.S. military power, now lies in ruins across the Middle East. The biggest loss comes from Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, the U.S. military's largest installation in the region, which serves as a nerve center for any U.S. mission in the Middle East. At Al Udeid, a U.S. AN FPS-132 early warning radar system was hit by an Iranian missile strike on February 28th. It was valued at a whopping $1.1 billion. Qatar confirmed that the radar was hit and damaged. The next day, on March 1st, 3 F-15E Strike Eagles fighter jets crashed mid-air. The U.S. military said the jets were lost in a friendly fire incident involving Kuwaiti air defenses, and all 6 aircrew members survived.